All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? All right, let's talk this boxing today. Hope everything's well. Start a couple minutes early. I popped up here, saw there was a bunch of people in the chat, so I assumed Trill Boxing Talk got off a little early today. So let's get it going. Cool, chill. What's going on, man? He said Fury fans are the only ones who don't know Wilder is coming to liberate Tyson's head from his neck. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait for the fight. Uh oh, he said, oh, intrigued the incredible. That fight ain't happening. I don't even believe Manny fighting this year. If he does, it's Mikey. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. Let me sit something, man. There you go. We got 63 people in the building. I was like, what happened, man? So anyway, so what's good with everybody? We're going to talk about a couple things today. Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao is in serious negotiations. Serious negotiations, says Bob Arum. Bob Arum. This man, please. That dude ain't about to fight no Manny Pacquiao ain't stupid. And I hope y'all ain't stupid either. Because there ain't no way in the world. I don't believe that fight is going to take place. I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. All right, man. Let me hit this. Okay, cool. All right. All right, here we go. Everything set to go. But I wouldn't mind it, man. Who y'all got in that fight? Does anybody think that Manny Pacquiao could pull that fight off? Let's just assume for a second that it's made. Not that I believe that it's going to make. Travis Touchdown said, "What up, Fanon? Dropping my like off early. Thank you very much. You dropped it off. You dropped it off a half hour ago. I appreciate it. Does anybody got that him having any chance to win this fight? KP from KC. What are they negotiating? Who knows? I mean, the usual things that people negotiate in fights: location, money, ring size. You know, who knows, man? I just don't believe that the shit's gonna happen, man. I mean, if all the fighters for Terence or Manny Pacquiao to fight, I think Terence Crawford would have been the last one to do it. Christopher Chafer said Manny has no chance. He has a chance. Yeah. Oh, said yes if he gets on his bike. I don't think he's got that much. First of all, does Manny Pacquiao have a bike? Never known Manny Pacquiao to fight going backwards for very long. Yeah, Manny can crack. He can. He can get cracked too, though. He can crack and he can get cracked. So felt 70-30 for Crawford. No worries. And by the way, man, this is a loose topic today. It's a really loose topic. So if you guys feel like asking about anything or having a conversation going in a different direction, I'm 100% cool with that. If you ask questions asked are best in if you put Fanon in all caps or you put it in the super chat. But let's take the conversation wherever you want to take it today. I'm down, quite honestly, I'm down to talk about anything. Underground said, Fanon, if the fight I picked Bud because of his ability to make adjustments in the ring. You don't think that Manny being old as Methuselah might have anything to do with it too? Ryan Rivera said, I honestly think Spence KOs Pacquiao cold like Marquez did. No, I think he would try to. I think Manny Pacquiao might try to survive that, but because it was just so timed so nicely, it was timed so nicely on as Manny was jumping in, I think that's going to be hard to duplicate or quadruplicate because it already happened 3 times. So I don't know, dude. I just think, I think 3 times is, as far as knocking Manny Pacquiao out flat on his face. I think 3 times a charm, dog. I don't think it's going to happen more than 3 times in his career. He is way too great a fighter for that to happen 3 times in his career. How much credit will Bud actually get? Pacquiao is 40 plus. Man, well, you know the rules, TJ Sports. He's not going to get much. He's not going to get much at all. But it wouldn't matter if Floyd Mayweather didn't get any credit for beating Manny Pacquiao. And he was older than Manny Pacquiao. Gee, Eric Morales didn't get any credit for beating Manny Pacquiao. And he was older. Now he's already a great fighter, but you get my point. There's really nothing that there's nothing that Terence Crawford could really do to get credit other than beating up another black fighter. Got to beat up a great black fighter that everybody dislikes for you to get your full credit for it. You know what I mean? That's what really kicks it into overdrive. Julius Franklin's truly, do you see Spence becoming a champion at 154 and how chaotic the division is now? It would be cool to see. I think anybody going to 154 pounds is asking for a world of trouble. I think all of those guys that are 154 pounds are top-notch. I think they're all top-notch fighters. And I think that the reason that these guys are getting beat and all that is because you have a bunch of highly skilled fighters that are all in a situation where they can all get a shot at the championship. You know? That's what I think. Like 154 is, there's nobody in that division who really has the quote unquote stature in boxing right now in order to avoid somebody else. You know what I mean? Like there's no cash cow at 154. There's no guy that they're like, this is the face of the boxing. What has this guy done to deserve a fight against that guy? Hey, Matt Newcomb, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, man. Everybody give an applause to my man, Matt Newcomb. Thank you so much. I meant to send you a personal note for joining the Patreon. Thank you very much. We got another thing coming up this week. You'll check it out. I think you guys will really like it. Sure does spoil the matchup with Spence if he loses. I don't think you got any problem. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Manny Pacquiao will be man. I don't trust Bob Arum in Top Rank as far as I can throw my house. And I'm sure Manny Pacquiao's got enough. Man, I don't trust them dudes, man. Some of them will have baby chins too. Some of them have baby chins too. I don't know if they got baby chins or not. I don't think so. I mean, Jason Rosario is a big ass dude, man. Jason Rosario hits you. Jason Rosario can crack. Hey, much love in that super chat, D-Style Boxing. Hey, and make sure you guys immediately go. If you're not already subscribed, immediately go to D-Style Boxing and subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Puts out very unique content. It's not going to be the same stuff that you see done all the time with oh, Lord, have some full G's in the building. I said about Manny Pacquiao. I ain't even going to read it. I think this is going to be a disrespectful super chat from Caps and Full G. But make sure you go subscribe to D-Style Boxing. Really and truly, he's got the type of material that will keep where we're going through this hiatus and after, it will keep you interested in the sport of boxing. It's got a lot of he comes at it from different angles. Not just, the same thing that a lot of people do like me, which is, daily news and things like that. He really does put a lot of thought and a lot of effort in the stuff that he does. Definitely go check out the Squirrel series. Hilarious. I thought he was joning on me at first. I was like, I didn't get it, but I got it now. Definitely subscribe to my man, Caps and Full G's. I knew it. Shit talking right there. I knew Caps and Full G's was going to talk some shit. Don't forget, you were sure Pacquiao did not want competition from Bud, and Spence and wanted to fight Mikey. Look who called Bob Arum. Pacman did. Bob Arum is fucking lying, Caps and Full G's. Caps and Full Jeezy. Man, he's lying, Caps and Full Jeezys. Okay, he's lying. Let's cut to the chase. I'm gonna cut all the way through it. His ass is lying. Okay. Bob Arum has a history of lying about Manny Pacquiao more so than anybody. But I need not go through all of the history on that. But Pac did not want competition from Bud. He doesn't. However, I do believe that Manny Pacquiao earlier on in the career would have fought him. And ain't no worries, D-Style Boxing, that's for sure. So anyway, before you smash the like, wash your hands and sanitize. Yeah, man, don't be trying to give YouTube the Rona. Bumpy Thompson in the building. Salute to you, man. What's going on? I don't like people at Top Rank Boxing. Look, man, I just think they got a lot of, they know all the tricks in the book. I'll say that. That's what I think. from way the outside looking in. He got all the tricks, all the tricks. Just amazing how many people get over cheating on their cards and they don't never know. Didn't know nothing about Margarito, huh? Didn't know nothing about that, huh? All them fights. Didn't know. Nobody in that camp told you he might be stacking some gloves, huh? Nobody, huh? I don't believe it. Anyway, Steve J, what's going on? Donald, the now 65-year-old G Grant, what is good with you? Dafu, Aaron only reporting that information to trick Crawford into believing he's trying to make a fight. Dafu, that sounds just about right. And to keep, but for real, the reason he would say it is because, come on, man, ain't nobody negotiating anything seriously right now. Because we don't know when boxing's going to come back, really. I know they got the, some cards like in Las Vegas. They're going to put on cards twice a week, something like that. Those fights are going to be trash that I will happily watch. But they shall be trash. Believe it. They will be trash. They're not going to be serious competitions where you're like, ooh, man, we're getting pay-per-view fights during the quarantine. Fuck out of here. That shit ain't happening. That level of fight, no. Manny Pacquiao, Crawford type of fight, no. And they live in different countries. One is in when are they in a fight for talking about 2022? I don't buy it, dude. What's going on? Bert from Marta Ken. My country wants to get rid of me. Hey, Fanon, do you think if Manny was black, people would be calling him one of the greatest with 7 losses and has been knocked out? Huh. How can I not be too over the top with it? What's going on, Leon Robinson? Salute to Caps and Full G's, too. Actually, I do need, I can't. Yeah, let me pull out my drawing. Much love to my man, D-Style Boxing and Caps and Full G. Thank you guys so much for your for the super chat, for your support. What's going on, Xavier Moses? Oh, so let me get back to the question. Hey, my country wants to get rid of me. Do you think if Manny was black, people would be calling him one of the greatest with 7 losses and has been knocked out? Could be. In some years, it would take somebody to look back. First of all, he wouldn't continue to get them shots if he was black. Just to tell you the truth. Like, he probably would have never got the shots. He probably would never got the shots to get there. He might have been done. He might have been done after he lost to Eric Morales. He might have been done after he fought Eric Morales. He might have been done. I mean, I just don't know if he would have progressed that far in his career. If he would have continued to get shot after shot after shot. Because he was kind of like the anti-Mayweather. Really, the most important thing about Manny Pacquiao's career is that it coincided with Floyd Mayweather's. That's really what made him big, truth be told. Respect to it, and I think Manny Pacquiao's a great fighter. A kid, Caps Full G, other guys who I know are really big Manny Pacquiao fans. Manny Pacquiao's a great fighter. But the real question is, like, would he have reached the level of notoriety that he did? I think the most significant thing to that is him being the answer to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Because Floyd Mayweather Jr. dethroned their golden boy, which was Oscar De La Hoya. When that was really a big passing of the torch when Floyd Mayweather Jr. beat Oscar De La Hoya. Because up until that time, Oscar De La Hoya still continued throughout his whole career, was a big pay-per-view dude. I think, a matter of fact, I know Oscar De La Hoya through his whole career was a bigger star than Canelo Alvarez is now. Never really, not rivaling the level that, that Floyd got to. But Floyd, the torch was passed to Floyd. And then after that, Manny Pacquiao, he even started fighting a lot of the same people that Floyd had fought. Thought it was very strategic to align those guys' names like that. And we wind up as boxing fans waiting, for like whatever it was, 5-6 years, in order to see those guys fight, and it wound up being a huge fight. So I don't think I wouldn't to answer. I mean, I don't think that Manny Pacquiao is considered. If there's a black fighter as great as Manny Pacquiao, I think that they would have been recognized very widely as a great fighter. I do. Yeah, even you know what I mean? Because Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter. Anybody that would beat Eric Morales, because he did wind up beating Eric Morales, moving up to one, any guy that would be able to get, a title in 6 divisions, I think that they would be respected very widely in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? But he might have been respected at the level of like Andre Ward, right? Or respected to the level of like a Pernell Whitaker. But never, I don't think without Floyd Mayweather that he would have been, that he even would have had the opportunity to get those fights. You know what I mean? They might not even have set him up like that to get a lot of older fighters. Anyway, I guess that's the best answer that I can give to that without being disrespectful to Manny Pacquiao and the fact that dude can fight. Okay. And I do believe that, like, even like Tyson Fury can fight. The dude absolutely positively can fight. So I don't want anything that I say to make people believe that I don't think these guys are world-class fighters. And I think people do other fighters a disservice when they fail to recognize them as world-class and excellent fighters. Boxing right now, we're not short of talented fighters at all. Now, the way that the promoters are all separated and the way you make fights happen, that's flawed. But the actual talent level that's coming is not flawed. And a lot of the guys that people say, that like the Steve Kim and these guys in the media want to pub up as being great fighters. I mean, they're very, very good fighters. Like Monster Inoue got some hands. You know what I mean? That ain't no joke. That dude right there will put your jaw sideways now. It's just come on, man. You just taking that shit a little too far with him when you got other people that'll do the same shit. There is like no difference I can see. There's nothing that can convince me that Monster Inoue has done something that Gervonta Davis has not done. That's something to the point where you think that dude is that much better than that guy. I don't see that for nothing. I now see somebody telling me, just looking at Monster Inoue fight and then looking at Gervonta Davis fight, that Monster Inoue is the one that's the number one pound for pound top. I'd be like, the fuck? The dude is a really, really good fighter, but that dude's better. That dude's chin ain't stuck in the fucking air. You know what I mean? And he ain't fighting little midget or little minor midget type ass dudes. Anyway, you get my point. You know where I'm going. Bud fans praying they get the Manny fight. I'm praying too. Yeah, G-Style Pac is a great fighter without a doubt, dude. He said, Eric Morales was just better, caught him tail end. Yeah, man, I do believe that. El Terrible is one of my favorite fighters. What made me sick when he lost to when he lost to God dog, what's the dude's name? I can't even believe I'm having a hard time messing his name up. Dude who beat the piss out of Prince Nazim Hamed. Marco Antonio Barrera. Yeah, all I got to do is think about that. Marco Antonio Barrera had them hands for a minute. Lot, man, he beat to El Terrible, dude. I thought El Terrible, that was my dude, El Terrible. Lisa Jackson said, Manny is no different than Canelo swerving the test. Yeah, I mean, once they pop dirty, then I'll say something. But Manny Pacquiao never popped dirty. So for the sake of consistency, I got to be consistent. He ain't pop dirty. Until you pop dirty, I can't really say anything. And he evaded the shit out them tests if he was dirty, which I think his ass was. But I cannot get on him about it because he didn't test positive. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, but no, I can go all day on his cheating ass. All day. And that's where you guys' arguments just fall on his face. When you talk about his history and the fact that he's done the shit before. Dog, that ain't easy position to defend, dog. You know what I mean? You got a thief in the house, some shit showed up missing, and you got a registered kleptomaniac staying over for the weekend. All of a sudden, a bunch of shit goes missing. Nah, I think it's the person that's klepto. It's klepto. Check klepto's purse. Check their car. You know what I mean? So Tyson Fury gets accused of cheating. How did he cheat? Should be the answer. Not did he cheat? I can't believe it. No, with somebody that already tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs and got into the ring with manipulated gloves and got caught. You don't ask, did he cheat? You ask how he cheated. How did he do it? That's a little klepto kid. You little klepto, how did he steal it? Oh, you know, my watch came up missing. Oh, well. Was Sarah at your house over the weekend? Yeah, Sarah came by. She walked in my room and walked out. She walked in my room, walked out. When I went in there, shit was missing. Oh, yeah, well, that must be why she stopped over. That's how you do it when you got kleptos, right? When you get repeat drug offenders, you don't even ask. You don't even ask. I don't even ask, did he test positive? I say, did he get caught? That's my opinion. Once the dude tests positive once, I'm thinking, not is he doping? I just wonder, did he get caught Did he get caught again? Not did he get caught again? Oh, you know this test's gonna be funny. You know. Come on, man. Sticky fingers, dude. Sticky fingers Fury. Sticky fingers Fury. Dude, the book's out on you, homie. Fritzy Zivic, the modern day Fritzy Zivic. Let me get a quote from Fritzy Zivic. I've been meaning to bring up Fritzy Zivic for a minute. Oh, man. Hold on. Let me see this. How do you spell Fritzy? Fritzy. There you go. Fritzy Zivic. Let me see something. I know there's some classic Fritzy Zivic around here. Look at the book inside. This is a book by Fritzy Zivic. Hold on. There's an article by Fritzy Zivic. You gotta fight dirty. The trouble with boxing today is that there isn't enough good, dirty fighters. So says this expert who parlayed an educated elbow and a well-aimed thumb into a world title and wishes only to spread the good word. That is Fritzy Zivic, a.k.a. the original Tyson Fury. Don't act like y'all ain't got people out there to do that shit. Come on, man. Oh, man. Miss Bazil said, Fanon, I think Manny's aggressive fast feet foot style will backfire against the younger Crawford. He's just going to get beat up. He's just going to miss until Terence Crawford hits him with some shit. I don't know. It'd be an interesting fight because that's a tough style against anybody. You know what I mean? Salute to you, Damian Wester. Tyson, Momar, Fury. What's Momar? I wonder if Manny is okay with killing PED offenders too. Yeah. Damn, did y'all see the damn? Did you see my video, Mark? Matt Newcomb, was it? Oh, yeah. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, the Sean Porter video. You must have seen the Sean Porter video. People like, man, Sean, you bugging. I forgot to talk about that. The Sean Porter saying that he would rather have Manny Pacquiao's career than Floyd Mayweather's because people like Manny Pacquiao more in the streets. They'll say, hey, they'll shake their hands. They won't try to start a fight with him. Like, man, in the United States, you don't know what could be going on over there in the Philippines with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacman Pacquiao saying he's perfectly fine with drug executions. Summary executions. Summary, what is it when they just kill you? I forget what it is called. What type of execution is that? But it's the one that happens right away without a trial. For drug users, not salesmen, not manufacturers, users. Now, why I have to say that is a very effective way to do it. It cuts right to the point. I must say that I think that it is a little bit heavy-handed, and maybe, just maybe, you should look for some alternative ways to go about solving that problem, other than getting rid of the people you're trying to help. Oh, Lord. And he believes in that. So, look, man, maybe some people be hot about that. Manny also is not okay with the rainbow movement. He's not cool with the rainbow people. They don't like his ass either. So he got some problems. Bert from Mardican, what's going on, man? Fanon, if you get the time, watch the documentary Knuckles. It's about Tyson Fury, actual family, his uncles and his cousins. Don't make me do that, because then I got to be out here talking about how the dude is a bare knuckle fighter and how dare dumbasses like Ishe Smith, not just because he got his ass whooped in a bare knuckle fight. Didn't he get whooped in a bare knuckle fight? Just as he got whooped in a bare knuckle fight, don't mean and can't hit with open. Don't mean Tyson Fury can. And really, the bare knuckles, that just means they're old school fighters, dude. They've been in that area fighting for hundreds of years. And since they are from that lot, come on, man, them dudes will cheat your ass off, dude. Them old school dudes used to cheat the fuck out of some stuff. They cheated left and right. Them black fighters did them records. You can't even really look at people's records and be like, oh, what's Sam Langford's record? You can't look at it. You could, because you know why? Because he got a bunch of fucking decisions and draws that were arranged to be that way, or he just carried them because he's like, look, I got to get a fight next week, you know. I got to, and if I just kill this dude, ain't nobody gonna want to fight me, and there won't be a rematch. So his ass would just carry motherfuckers so that he can get a rematch. You know what I mean? Stanley Catchell, he carried Stanley Catchell. This shit was supposed to be a draw or something, but Sam Langford was like, I can't kill Stanley Catchell fighting in the 6-round fight for less money. The big money fights were like the 10 and 12 round fights. So he was like, well, I'll carry him. And then I'm going to whoop his ass in the next one. But then in between the two fights, Stanley Catchell died. Very sad story. There's Stanley Catchell. Trying to get some loving. Trying to pull up on this dude, on somebody's wife, and got shot in the back. Terrible. In the middle of his career. Fanon, they are the original clout chase social media video posters. They made videos and sent them to each other. What are you talking about, Bert? You gotta let me know what you're talking about. RSA Boxing Life, what's going on, man? Salute for nine, peace and blessings, man. Peace and blessings to you, and salute to everybody that is super chatted. That is much appreciated. Remember your boy, in fact, did warn Truth Spence, no excuses. Oh, Danny Garcia. Oh, remember your boy, Danny Swift Garcia. In fact, did warn the truth, Spence. No excuses, player. Hey, man, I appreciate that, player. You're not doing a Paulie on me. Player Paulie. How they dropping the money in the page? It's called a super chat. And you put a little $sign. There's the $sign. You hit that, and you can leave a super chat like that. They'll probably like ask you for access to a card to do it. So that's how you do it. Peace and blessings to you, Mike 202. Black Eagle Army. Crawford is the real king, pound for pound. I agree. Will Givens. Everyone should know this is just propaganda that Mikey Garcia fight has been talked about for at least a year and a half to 2. He always in some fake negotiations. You talking about Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao makes them fights, man. Focus Ball said Ishe accepted to fight me. Just need a promoter to get the money. Hey, I know he will. I know Ishe will fight you for some money. I know he will. Go ahead and put it on the record too. Black Eagle Army. Yeah, I respect Manny Pacquiao, man. I definitely respect Manny Pacquiao as well, just like you. Much love in that super chat to Focus Ball. Much appreciation. And my man Felix Nunez said, what happens to Canelo's contract if DAZN goes bust? Much love in that super chat. My thought would be that it depends. Well, what happens is whatever they agreed to. But usually, if they say they sell, that depends. If they sell, there's something called assignment in his agreement. So if they had held that they have the ability to assign that agreement to to somebody they may buy them, or somebody might sell the right. If they've got the ability to do that, then whoever buys the zone or wherever, however that goes, Canelo's contract goes with them. You know what I mean? If they can't assign, then he has the right to negotiate with whoever he wants to. It just depends on what they negotiate. I would suspect that if they claim something like they had to shut down, then it's probably in there that they could get out of paying because they're what do you call it? They're bankrupt. If they're bankrupt or they're not able to, or they shut their business down, unless he's negotiated to have the owners, personally provide like a personal guarantee on the contract, then on the deal, then his ass, that's it. It's a wrap. He negotiates with whoever he wants to. All right, fit in. What's going on, man? Everything's good over here. Oh, Nelson Rivera said, Fanon, definitely digging your intro melody. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that's my song. I haven't changed it in a long time. I actually am overdue for a new setup. I usually don't keep my setups that long, but I have fully integrated my work day onto the channel. Because for real work, I just go boop right there. You know what I mean? For this stuff, I go right here. For my hobby, I go right over there and right here. That's it. And then I go out and work out. So Canelo may not be the highest paid boxer. He only got a portion of the contracted amount. Well, I mean, he's paid. My understanding is that they paid him per fight. So the per fight is that you're going to get you don't know what the arrangement was. You really got to read the agreement, because it could be that they said that they would have up to 10 fights for $33 million. And the reason we're hearing, or for up to 10 fights for $350 million, that could be up to, which means could have been defined as more than 5, no less than 10, right? There could have been, you never know until you actually read the agreement, what they agreed to. You can speculate about what most likely would be the case, depending on, the relative leverage between the two parties, but you just be speculating about it until you actually read it. You know what I mean? My man Gregory White said, bang the gong again. DAZN is dismantling the laundromat. Much love in that super chat. Dog, straight laundromat, ain't it? Straight up laundromat. Dog, just like that stuff they doing over there in Saudi Arabia. Straight up laundromat. Straight up laundromat. Seen unseen. It said, I just wish I was the guy washing Eddie. What you mean? Whooping Eddie's ass? Is that what you mean by washing? Much love in that super chat. Thank you so much for your support. How can Malignaggi call out Pac when he was never caught, but say nothing about Fury? Keen observation there, General Squirrels. But he's dealt with it by saying he just accepts it. He's already said he's not saying anything more about steroids because people don't care. He's not going to say anything about it. But it is mighty convenient that doesn't pop to the mind in front of some of these people. Floyd, but it is what it is. I only bring it up as it relates to in a defense to people telling me that there's no way that it could happen. The dude is in the. It's so obvious. I think I say this 100 times a day. The guy already got caught doing it, and it looks like he did it again to many reasonable people. But see, you're not reasonable when you don't agree with them. You're all kind of this, that, and the other thing. Everything but the Son of God. Everything but the Son of God. Because you see you think that somebody might have a point about some shit being funny. Man, sometimes I just cuss naturally. Like I didn't even intend to say shit's funny. I need to stop cussing, man, because this is coming out too fluidly. Damon Wester, who's to blame for the outrageous purses, Eddie or Al Heyman? Fanon, be honest. First of all, Black England Army. I don't like when people tell me to be honest, because you're telling me that you think it's necessary to remind me of the necessity of being honest. Okay, otherwise, like some reason you expect that I wouldn't be honest. All right, I don't like that. But to answer your question, I would say that it's loaded. Let me read this question again. Where's the be honest question? Who's to blame for the overpaid fighters? Outrageous purses. Okay, yeah. First of all, Damien. Outrageous purses. I don't know I don't see how any of it can be outrageous if people aren't losing money. The question is, are they turning a profit on the fight? If they're turning a profit on the fight, then they can't be paying outrageous purchase. That's how you define an outrageous purse. When people are losing money, wouldn't you say? Because if you make money, if it's profitable. So Al Heyman, I don't know of them operating in a loss. Remember, they said that he's not spending people's investment money anymore. He's getting revenue from Fox. He's getting revenue from Showtime. From what I understand, they're doing well financially from all looks outside. So they're not paying outrageous amounts of money. From what I can see, it doesn't seem to be outrageous. Because if you're making a profit, how can it be outrageous? Now, if you're losing a ton of money, I can see how that would be outrageous. Like if you were spending $35 million on one fight when your entire company doesn't pull in $35 million in a year, that might be outrageous. So in that case, I would say it's the person that is doing something similar to that, which is Eddie Hearn and DAZN. However, Eddie Hearn is not the one that's actually spending the money. Eddie Hearn is getting paid the money. He's getting paid the money. DAZN tried to buy their way into boxing like that and pour a bunch of money on people's head. Hence why certain people call it a laundromat. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's my answer to the question. I don't know that Al Heyman is being. I just know that my understanding is that they give larger percentages of different streams of revenue. They don't just they get paid not just their purse, because their purse seems to be every fight. There's a debate about what the person's guaranteed purse is versus how much money they make, and the guaranteed purses don't seem outrageous, you know. But the amount of money that they're guaranteed, if you're not pulling anything in, seems outrageous. And that's the model that DAZN is on, because they said, we'll take the risk. They decided that if they were going to negotiate, their strategic advantage over other promoters would be the following: that they will assume that they will pay the money and they'll assume the risk. Fox and those guys are saying, we'll give you a guaranteed amount. We'll take this risk, but anything above that is not going to be risk. That's going to be us splitting whatever the amount of money that's generated through those other streams of revenue are. But if you want to make 100, like, so if Canelo Alvarez would have signed with the PBC, right, and taken a pay-per-view route, in order to get $35 million, he would have had to have a 600,000-700,000, million, million pay-per-view buy, show. So he would have got his purse, and then he would have got whatever above that came because the fight earned it. Now that's not the way. And it made for shitty fights too, in my opinion. For the money that was being spent, $35 million. He got $35 million for Rocky Fielding? There's no way in a pay-per-view situation he would have got paid that. He got that money for Danny. He got $35 million for Danny Jacobs. A washed up Sergey Kovalev. No way. Deontay Wilder probably didn't touch that much money, or was somewhere around that money. He had to fight Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? Nobody getting away with it. Nobody's getting that type of money. That they definitely bought their way in. So I think, I went a long time with the answer to that question. But yeah, man. Come on, man. I ain't hating. It's my opinion. I didn't say you were hating. Did I? I didn't say you were hating. You told me the only thing I said to you, Black Eagle Army, was that you asked me to be honest, as if I wouldn't. If you mean that, if you're asking why I think you're hating, I don't think you're hating. That's why I devoted a significant amount of time to answering your question. I thought it was a good question. I definitely don't think you're hating, but you did tell me to be honest. And in that case, I had to tell you I have a little bit of a, what do you call it when you're like particular about something, right? I'm just kind of particular about that. I'm going to give you the honest truth. I ain't got no reason to lie to you. EE said, no, we're not over. We got a while, man. We got a while. EE. Still trying to divide and conquer. Who was that? Oh, let me see. Mel Brazil. They taught Mr. Billionaire. Oh, they thought Mr. Billionaire Lynn Blavatnik would just throw money at DAZN. That's probably not how he got to be a billionaire. Nope. They got caught in the Anthony Joshua. It was all on Anthony Joshua's back. It's all on Anthony Joshua's back. Dude, Anthony Joshua should be a fucking billionaire. All the money was made off his back. For real. Because all that DAZN, that's him. On the thought, because he left Showtime. And they're like, we're getting them. And then they didn't even get the man, Eddie Hearn didn't even get the money. I guess he wound up that he did get a lot of money out of DAZN for Anthony Joshua. Yeah, Anthony Joshua's paid, man. Eddie Hearn is good for sport for nine. Stop being a little girl about Joshua. First of all, let me tell you from the bottom of my heart, Powell Douglas Jr., fuck you. Okay? All right? First and foremost, fuck you. Talking about calling somebody a little girl. Then, secondly, Eddie Hearn is good for the sport of what? What fucking sport is he fucking good? What do you mean? He's good at doing the same shit people have been doing for years? What, he sets up fights? Whoa. He negotiates a television contract. He sticks fighters in the ring under the influence of performance-enhancing drugs and gloves that weren't approved. And he lies to the UK fans. Oh, they were going to make forever and ever. Anthony Joshua was there forever. He's UK, 100,000 people, 90,000 people. He ain't been back in 2 years. You ain't seen Anthony Joshua in 2 years. He hightailed it out of there, dude. And he said that he can't bring any big money fights to the UK. So how's he doing UK boxing right now? How them fights at the pub feeling now when he ain't there? Let you build that shit up and boop, bounced on you like we said he would. Sometimes, see, we've been arguing so long that you forget how many times you've been wrong. Because I remember telling all y'all that AJ was going to be leaving. He's not going to stay in the UK. There's not enough money. Ben told you that. No, Fanon's a hater. We make all the money. Look, we got 80,000 people in the stands. Remember that? Remember that? What's up with that now? What happened to the Four Horsemen? You don't think I remember the Four Horsemen? Come on, man. I can't wait to BBC to buy the DAZN, man. The DAZN gonna get bought up by somebody that does like I should say it, but I don't want to say it. But it should somebody gonna be like, you know what? That shit could compete with Pornhub. Shit like that. Buy it up, get rid of all the fucking sports, and just use the infrastructure for some other shit like that. For some live horse, get out of here, man. That's fucking please. Fuck out of here. You don't know who would buy that shit. Anybody could buy that because all it is you're showing video, live video. You're showing live shows. It's the infrastructure to do that. The sports, it doesn't matter. It could be sports. It could be anything else. So if somebody came in to buy that, they could very easily say, oh, I'm going to use it. Oh, that infrastructure set up for boxing or sports. No, let's use it for this. Let's use it as a new shopping experience. We'll have new shopping experiences. We'll walk around and do, who knows who would buy that, man. Nicholas Thomas. You guys are real slow on your wrenches, man. I'm under your skin. Fanon, fangirl, boxing. You lying to the fans. I am a fan. What I lie about? Somebody tell me something I lied about. Nicholas Thomas. After you got kicked out and came back under another name, what did I lie about? You literally just blocked me for what exactly? First of all, Catalog Miller. You would not be talking if you were blocked. And I didn't block you. But it's probably because we got a lot of trolls in here. I see today. Juniper Beast, Fanon, BFTB made a good point. If AJ was bigger in America than Wilder, why didn't it translate into subscriptions for DAZN? Look, dude, that shit was always stupid. And they still maintain nobody knows Wilder in the United States. That shit's been stupid. Came the bad guy say he blocked now. You talking, saying you got blocked. Oh, Nicholas Thompson, this has got to be you got to go to. Okay, you got to go, bro. You got a person block out of me. Fuck out of here, man. Catalog Miller, he's blocked now. Let me check something real quick. Cool. Got it. All right, man. More questions. We got a little while left on the chat. We got a good amount of time. We got almost 300 people in the building. I can't see how many likes there are, but if you like, please like. That'd be cool. If not, hit me up with another reasonable question. Oh, Bumpy Thompson, I'm popping them without a rinse. It's fun. It's hilarious, ain't it? Who do you think Wilder is added to the camp? No clue. No clue. Because I don't try to ask those type of questions. I don't want to know. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a Wilder insider. So I don't know. So I'm not going to add. I don't know if somebody puts it in a newspaper somewhere. I mean, on a stream somewhere, and I can verify that I trust the person at least to know enough to report it at all. Then I'll do it. Not to report it, but to talk about it. Because everything I talk about, y'all can see written other places. But we chopping it up. I hope to see an AJ Wilder fight. Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to see that. Mikey versus Manny. How do you see that fight playing out? Oh, I see Manny starting out fast. I see Manny, starting off fast, darting in and out, winning the first few rounds. And then I see Mikey Garcia slowly getting his timing and hitting him with lead right hands. And it being a close fight that Mikey Garcia could win. The legend of Manny Pacquiao makes me feel that Manny Pacquiao has the opportunity to beat him. and should probably reasonably be favored to win that fight. But Mikey's more than a live underdog. That's what I would say. Mikey Garcia ain't no joke, man. Mikey Garcia can fight. Saeed said, when do you think we will see Tank versus Garcia? Versus Ryan Garcia? That could happen. I was actually midpoint in the video and changed my mind when I said I didn't think that fight could happen. That fight might actually happen. That fits. That fits, but probably in about 2 years, I would expect. That 135 got to clear out a little bit because I don't think Ryan's going to come back down. So I just think that come back down to 130 where Tank is fighting Leo Santa Cruz. But a year and a half, 2 years, that could be a really big fight. That could be a really big fight, actually. It's probably the biggest potential fight of all of those. And especially if that's in LA. If that was in LA, I would go see that. I would go see Gervonta, but number one, Gervonta's got Ryan Garcia's got to, he got to get a belt. He's got to do something. And that stuff, that division's going to have to clear, it's going to have to clear out a little bit. Like Haney and what's his face, and Haney and Lopez have to go up to 140, but I think Devin could be at 135 for a while. So, that's an interesting matchup. I like that way. They done talk their way into. They talk up a good game. Them lightweights, they talk up a good game. Ain't none of them really beat anybody significant, but other than Gervonta. Gervonta is the only one to really do anything that's super standoutish. But they all talk their way, and they're a bunch of them are really good fighters. Don't get me wrong. Yo, Fanon, keep doing what you keep it. Yo, Fanon, keep doing you and keep keeping it. All right, man. I will. I appreciate you. But Tank is the only one that really done bust somebody up. I don't know why y'all lunch on Tank. Even want to doubt that Tank's the star. Tank's the star. I hear it, man. Tank's the star. Tank is the star. That's just what it is. You don't even know, it ain't even his TV numbers. That's the crazy thing. It's not even his TV numbers. That boy's not even on Fox yet. Man, put that boy on Fox. Shh. He can fight too. Lopez, Comey, Comey already, Comey went out kind of soft, dog. Comey went out kind of suckerish like in that fight, dude. You know what I mean? He went down kind of suckerish in that fight. I expected more out of him. He got bowled. Richard Bowles, he got bowled over. And that's why I couldn't beat, like Robert Easter. He knocked out, but he beat up Beltran, but that's Beltran. Beltran is washed. But I was more disappointed in Richard Comey than I was really impressed by Teofimo Lopez in that fight. Now I've been impressed with Teofimo Lopez before because Teofimo Lopez throw them hands. He's the real deal. Riley ain't that good. He's a journeyman to me. Hey man, that boy hits really heavy. He seems like he winds up with his punches, but them shits land, dog. He's got some horrendous power. That's a very strong dude. Riley Romero. I mean, I don't have too many dudes want to take one from him, man. But again, dude, Regis Prograis can get away with it because he's so athletic. But these other dudes that fight like that kind of remind me of that style. They're not necessarily as quick and as talented as Regis Prograis is. Hell yeah, Riley can fight. Riley got big time crack. I've seen him fight. Yeah, he'll lay you out. Tank is gonna move up and out the weight class. Nah, he can't go no higher. Tank's done if he goes higher. Man, Tank 5'6". Tank can't go no higher than lightweight. Okay? I'm good with Tank to lightweight. I'm not good with Tank to 140 and 147. No. Matt Newcomb, much love. He said 5 years out. Where do you think lightweights are ranked? Oh, 5 years out? Okay. Damn, 5 years. See, I got to slow it down a little bit. 5 years is a long ass time because Lomachenko's on. But, and then you're talking about guys like Chris Colbert. You're talking about guys like Shakur Stevenson. So 5 years, if I had to bet 5 years, I would say lightweight in 5 years could have Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Chris Colbert. Maybe I got to see how big Chris Colbert is. With Chris Colbert, I'm sure there's some other probably, and there's going to be some guys coming out of the amateurs. There's going to be some guys coming out of the amateurs. I'm not sure how big that dude that fights that Shakur Stevenson said is good. He thinks is going to get the gold medal, right? So you're talking about like them, Tiger Johnson. I think he's fighting at lightweight. Tiger Johnson will be a 5-year pro at that point in time. See how he pans out. You're talking 5 years from now, you're talking about dudes that very well could be in the amateurs right now. You know, but guys like Lomachenko being gone and Linares being gone. Campbell is going to be like way over the top. Like Luke Campbell is, because Luke Campbell probably been a pro 12 years by that time. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis. Like I'm not sure what weight Keyshawn Davis is going to fight at, but if he's as good as what I'm hearing he is, then 5 years from now, he might be there in the lightweight division. The easier thing to do is to look at it maybe from like the next 2 years. Like the next 2 years, I expect Lomachenko to be gone. I think Teofimo Lopez is going to be up in weight. Devin Haney should be up in weight. And then I think you got Ryan Garcia. I think you got Tank. I think you get outside chance. Shakur Stevenson being at lightweight by then. Because what is he at one? He's 2 weight classes away from that, right? He's a 126 now. He should know. Or is he at 130? No, he's a 130, ain't he? No, he's a 126. He's not 130. He's 126. So he goes up to 120. He gets up to 130, 135. So yeah, man, that could be around the time Shakur Stevenson gets to lightweight. Shakur Stevenson going to be at 126. Thank you. Yeah, but he's going to get to lightweight. If he's 126 now, Shakur Stevenson's going to get to lightweight. Only dude I don't think can make it to lightweight is Gary Russell Jr. Not at lightweight. Gary Russell Jr. don't need to go to lightweight. Maybe 130, but not lightweight. Dude, Gary Russell Jr. is just in a tough spot, man. He's a tough spot, man. Because guys skip out of that weight because guys can skip into bigger weight classes. And his dimensions. Yeah, Shakur Stevens is definitely a problem. What do I think of Big Baby Miller? I don't know. I got to see him clean. I think he popped dirty for everything. I got to see him clean. I don't know. He ain't been back since he popped dirty. Oh, to clarify, you meant pound for pound? Man, Nuka, much love in that super chat, man. Let me get the going, man. Thank you so much for your support. Matt Newcomb said, to clarify, meant pound for pound. Oh, what do I think pound for pound is going to be in 5 years? Oh, who's pound for pound? Mine? Mine, or what are you going to see ESPN's? Because I can tell you what ESPN's will be 5 years from now. Same shit you get now. My pound for pound would be General Scrolls, $2 for what you raising money for. No, nah. Much love, man. Thank you. Not that. For now, salute you. Did you finish your Terence Crawford project? No, but it will be this weekend. It'll be out this Saturday. Absolutely, it'll be out this Saturday. I got it done. I just got to finish some little stuff up around it. Do you think Pulev has a fighting chance against Joshua? Yeah. Yeah, he does. More than likely, he's going to get his ass knocked out, though. But he's got a chance. I think Anthony Joshua's a better fighter than Pulev. Pulev is a big dude that's got a jab, and he's got a big, he's got a jab and a big right hand, but he's not as big as Joshua, and Joshua's got a longer jab. And he's probably got he's got faster hands. And I think Joshua is humble, and I think that he's, I have a suspicion that he's really been working on his game. You know what I mean? I have liked what I've seen out of Anthony Joshua since after that happened, what happened with Andy Ruiz. Tell you the honest truth. I find myself rooting for Anthony Joshua more, and I feel like, he came out after having lost to Andy Ruiz. I think he really did come back. He seems like he's coming back very nicely. For now, any boxer talking peds ain't ready. Taking peds ain't ready. I know what you mean. Yeah. When EJ beats Crawford, he'll be pound for pound. I don't know. Probably. It's a bigger one. This is a bigger win than Loma. What's blasphemy, Shelton? What's blasphemy? How is I being blasphemous? Educate me. I know this probably won't happen, but if it did, this is Mr. Saeed. I know this probably won't happen, but if it did happen, who do you think wins? Terence Crawford or Devin Haney? Terence Crawford. Especially like at this point in time. Nah, man, he ain't ready for that. He ain't ready for that. Damn. Brian S. say, fuck, hey, still don't fuck with Anthony Joshua, huh? Hey, man, I'm feeling, I'm just telling you. I think Anthony Joshua's underrated. I think Anthony Joshua's officially underrated. It's a dangerous thing with a dude like that. He's underrated. He really is. I think that boy can he can put some hurting on people. Fanon, I think the same way, Fanon, I believe that brother AJ has improved his boxing. Yeah, that's how I see it. He ain't acting too cocky and all that, man, and he's just sitting back in the cut. And he's disciplined. Terence versus Jaron, who wins? I mean, Terence Crawford right now, I'm not putting Jaron Ennis. Dude, Jaron Ennis has got years away from Jaron Ennis is couple years away from Terence Crawford, man. Damn. See, I don't like that. That's some unfair questions because you're talking about a dude that is a really good fighter who's going to continue to get better. And I don't want to be put in a situation of saying he's going to lose a fight because nothing I can see about Jaron Ennis tells me he's about to go lose a fight anytime soon. So stop asking me about fights like that that ain't about to be made for a while. You know what I mean? But I don't see in 5 years, the question about Jaron Ennis in 5 years, man, I think people getting blasted out in 5 years by Jaron Ennis. I like Jaron Ennis. Bud gets so much credit for beating bums. Dude, you just got to look at how the dude can fight. Got to look. He didn't beat him. And actually, he hasn't beaten a bunch of. He fought. Those guys ain't all bums. Damon Wester, keep coming for a little while, man. I see what you're talking about. Jaron Ennis is the best at 147 already. Nah, come on, man. That's not even worth speculating about because he ain't gonna get a chance. We're not gonna get a chance to see because he's the next crop of them dudes, and he might be a guy that winds up at 160. He's definitely going to enter into that 154 fray. Jaron Ennis is perfect for 154. She bring that dude now. That would make one man. I actually kind of wish he would be at 154. Him and Virgil Ortiz need to be at 154. Going up there. Man, that whole division. Yeah, what were we talking about earlier, man? Somebody telling me they thought that 154 had a bunch of chinny people in it. They just got a lot of really good fighters. A lot of really good fighters. J-Rock ain't no punk, man. J-Rock, Jason Rosario, Jared Hurd, an older Arislandi Lara, Brian Castano. I know I said Jermel Charlo, right? And then you get guys like Erickson Lubin. That's a nice division. Would love to see, especially Erickson Lubin. I have a special affection for Erickson Lubin. Can anybody guess what Erickson Lubin would have done in his career to make me very happy? I just wish I would have known the dude's personality before it happened, because I would have absolutely positively been laughing my ass off if if I knew then what I knew now. Man, Ronoro Zorro or Ennis beats Jermel Charlo too if he moves up. Hey man, let's see. He's in the running. Ortiz versus Lipinets. I would hold off for Virgil Ortiz for a minute off of Sergey Lipinets. Not yet. Get that shit a year to marinate, homie. Get that a year to marinate. Definitely get that a year and some more fights to marinate. Because Virgil Ortiz probably can beat Sergey Lipinets right now. But what if you're wrong? You know what I mean? He don't want to get it. He don't want to have a bad night with Sergey Lipinets. Sergey Lipinets can fight. That's an experienced fighter. Former 140-pound champion. That dude has been in the ring. He knows he's a crafty vet. You know? 817 Boxing B. Ennis beats Crawford now. I cannot co-sign that, dog. I cannot give that the non-official stamp of approval. That shit cannot pop off like that right now. Because, come on, man. Terence Crawford's pound for pound #1 in the world, man. Hey, what's up? Say she. All right, I hear you. Let's make it. Hey, make it happen. Like I said, I ain't picking against him. Let's see. Jaron Ennis is a big boy. To his credit, though, since you're talking, I will say it's a big boy. That's a big boy. The size and length and reach advantage, probably the strength advantage does go to Jaron Ennis. So significantly bigger dude. I think he might be bigger than Spence too. He looks taller. Justin State to get my cash said, if you was a boxer, what weight class would I fight in? The smallest motherfucking one possible. Probably me, middleweight. If I had been like legit with my diet and trained, probably middleweight. I would have done everything I could not to get as big as I am now. 160. Probably a 160. So no. And I'm the age where I would have had to fight Roy Jones. So no. That was quite a good pick of me not to be fighting around that time. Because they had some killers around that time that are around the same age as me. Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, James Toney. Them boys is putting them slappings on people. Yeah, Crawford's a beast. Yeah, guys, yeah, dog Israel, Q dog Israelites give Boots another year. Yeah, give him another year. There ain't no need to rush that, dog. I ain't about to, hell no, I ain't whooping Bum Lufkin. I ain't silly. I ain't getting in there. I bet you I'm bigger than him, though. Like, I got a suspicion that I'm probably bigger than him. But I'm just saying, I ain't no way I'm messing around and fighting no dudes. Them bigger dudes, like a Holyfield. Oh no. That dude's big as shit. That dude is big. Crawford trying to get buddy with Ennis. Already we know Bud avoids his friends. Man, don't try to call. Ain't no reason to be trying to call no ducking into question on. I don't think Terence Crawford's ducking anybody, man. I do not believe Terence Crawford is ducking anybody. I just don't think he can beat Errol Spence. That's just me. You know what I mean? What's true? Oh, here we go over here, man. So I can see shit. I bet. Oh, what y'all? Hey, by the way, all you Carissa Shield fans, did you hear the late loud that what's true, by the way? Crawford Ugas is very entertaining. Yeah, that I want that. I really want, of course, said it like 50 million times. I want to see Crawford Porter. I want to see Crawford Porter. And Crawford fans are so nervous about that fight, they think that I'm trying to get him beat. The fact that they think I'm trying to get him beat tells you right there what they think about that fight. I beat the shit out of all middleweights. Man, Drew, you want to throw them hands. Terence doesn't do a good job of promoting himself, so the money is not there. It's tougher. It's tough. But skill-wise, I mean, but as far as him, I mean, but he's honestly though, I mean, I think that he's got, I don't know, man. I think there's enough money for that fight, man. I think there's enough money. I think there's enough money for that fight. If you can find a way to get Manny Pacquiao, to get Adrian Bronner $10 million for fighting Manny Pacquiao on a pay-per-view, there has to be enough money for Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It's got to be. Terence Crawford is not somebody that is not known. Just to be straight with you, I think that you know how huge it'll be. It could it be bigger later? Yeah, especially if Terence Crawford beat Sean Porter, that would sew it up. Or if he beat Ugas, Ugas not so much because Ugas isn't a former champion and Porter beat Ugas. But still, I would take the Ugas fight. In my order of priority for Bud, it would be number 1, Errol Spence, number 2, Manny Pacquiao, number 3, crap, I got something to watch. Damn, I lost my train of thought. So, then I would like to see Porter, then Ugas, and then Brooke. How much money would you expect them to split? I mean, I don't know, man. It seems to me Boots on the list? Nah, man. Stop trying to stick Boots in the middle of we already got enough people to concern about getting fights. Okay. Let Boots fight Ugas. Okay. I'll root for that one. I think he's ready for Ugas. But you see, that's a dangerous fight for him, Ugas, which is why I want him to take some time, man. Stop trying to put, Boots is for real. I know Boots is for real. But seriously, man, the dude just came up off of a layoff. He's still fighting on the undercard of Clarissa Shields. He's going to take a second, man, for that dude to just let him chill, make some dough, pop out in about a year. And in a year, brush off somebody like, actually, no, like right now, I'd like to see Ugas maybe go from, I would keep him on the flat. I would keep him on the flat-footed opponents right now with nice names. You know what I mean? Flat-footed dudes with nice names. If you could get him a fight against John Molina, get him a fight with John Molina. You're like, all right, cagey vet, Boots is going to whoop the piss up out of him. Yeah, give him John Molina. If he's ready, take John Molina. Get John Molina. If you can beat John Molina, cool. Then move up. After you beat John Molina, move up to Josito Lopez. Then then you cooking. Then you cooking. You get past Josito Lopez, then you cooking. Then it's like, all right, Sean Porter. Come on, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong? Y'all want him? You want him now? Hey, I'm trying to do the best. Hell no, I ain't feeding Bronner the boots. Come on, man. That would be just. Why would you do that to Bronner? Ain't Bronner? What did Bronner do to dislike y'all for y'all to put Bronner in there with Jaron Ennis? Maybe can he get Robert Easter Jr. to come up to 147? Think Robert Easter Jr. would take it at 147? After Lopez give him Lipinets, yeah, there you go. Yeah, something like that. Juniper B said, rewatch Spence Porter. Spence defense is underrated. He is good at anticipating where the punches are coming from, and Porter was letting them go too. Yes, sir. It was a great fight. Much love in that super chat. He said, nah, he's too chinny. Get him out of there. Hey, get him out of there. I don't mind seeing you get him out of there. Oh, Justice Safe to get my cat said, you think I can beat Paulie right now? Hey, man, I'm not a boxer. I ain't going to disrespect Paulie Malignaggi like that. Which is the respect I would appreciate him when he's talking about just anything related to black people. Shut up, Paulie. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? And people that know what they're talking about know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Stop giving your opinion about black people. You don't know shit about what it is to be black. This motherfucker talk about there's no such thing as racial oppression, as if his ass is a black person to see the shit. You know what I mean? Because it don't exist for him. Man, shut up, man. So I won't disrespect him in boxing because he can beat me in a boxing match. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely he can win. Hands down. Now, in the thinking, dude, shut up with that. Tell them what black people go through. Telling people what they go through, what they don't go through. Like he knows. like you were there. Boots definitely isn't as known as Manny or AB. Yeah, but he'll get known. Jaron Ennis is going to get there, man. If you want to go now, cool. Let him go now. I'm down to see it. If they said that he was going to fight Danny Garcia next, and I would be like, okay, that right there is going to be that's going to be a fight Danny Garcia is going to have to worry about that dude. And for Jaron Ennis, I'll be like, and I really super duper am hoping this does not wind up being some Jermell versus Erickson Lubin type moment where just went too early. Just like he needed a little more experience. He got caught by a vet. Boom, right where he needed to catch him. That's what happened to Erickson Lubin. I don't think Erickson Lubin is as good as Jaron Ennis, though. I mean, say that. And I think highly of Erickson Lubin. But I don't think Erickson Lubin is as good as Jaron Ennis. He doesn't seem as talented as Jaron Ennis. I'll put it that way. And that speaks highly. That's how highly I think of Jaron Ennis. Because I think highly of Erickson Lubin. Oh, he said for now you can walk Paulie down with your hands down. Y'all don't want to give a dude no credit. I give him his credit, man. David Hyde said Boots is extremely gifted. Yeah. That's why I'm like, seems like as talented as anybody. I just want to, I just don't want to rush him. What's the rush? He's super talented. Ain't no problem with him getting a little better. Can't hurt. A few more fights can't hurt. Can't hurt. But hey man, that's the dude though. I'm glad you guys brought him up. But nah, man, I can't beat no Paulie Malignaggi. I ain't about to sit here and tell no lie. Because all these, I've heard idiots sit there and talk about how they could beat Deontay Wilder. Like, man, shut up. Like, and I'm talking about Tony Bellew. Man, shut up. Dude, you look like you on the run as soon as you saw the dude. Let's get out of here, man. No need wasting time with washed opponents. Nah, man. Okay, well, jump in there, young man. Have man jump up in there. Pick wisely, dude. Pick wisely. Skinny Kenny said Bud could do 300 plus K versus Porter, Danny, Pack, Thurman, Spence, Mikey, Loma, may even Jose Ramirez. Oh, yeah, hey. Jose Ramirez ain't no joke. If Ramirez beats Taylor or Pogre, yeah, man, he could. Man. I would love to see. Dude, I honestly, I want to see the fights. I understand why some people just don't want to talk about the numbers, because the numbers are one thing, but the actual fights themselves, there's really a lot of great boxing matches that can be made in boxing right now, and it is a shame that some of them are just you're not going to see them. Amzel Holt said, "Can we talk about your video earlier with Christy Martin?" Yeah, sure. Absolutely. What do you want to know about it? I think Christy Martin is wrong. I think she's wrong. But what Christy Martin said, much love in that super chat. Let me go over here. Much love in the super chat. But yeah, so Christy Martin said that she thought Layla Ali would smoke Clarissa Shields because Clarissa Shields can't punch and she can't fight going backwards. That's what she said. She also said she thinks Layla Ali talks too much. But I'm like, hey, first of all, come on, man. Now, I will say Layla Ali is a lot bigger. I didn't realize how much bigger she was. Layla Ali, how much bigger she was than Clarissa Shields. But I know she had a lot more knockouts. But still, there's a lot of time going by, so I ain't buying that. But Clarissa Shields, I like it for Clarissa Shields because it keeps all of this talk is good for Clarissa Shields. None of it can hurt anybody, even them talking bad about her. Doesn't hurt her because it just recognizes her name. It's conversation taking place in regular mainstream boxing conversations about women's boxing. And that is a unique situation. And that is really good. And that tells you how that Clarissa Shields really can be a great woman. And she's already in that place because she's already she's actually in arguments with the same women. So, Layla Ali has to be considered one of the greatest women boxers ever. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Her and Ann Wolfe and Lucia Riker, right? And Cecilia Brækhus, all of those dudes. And I think that it's reasonable to say that Clarissa Shields is in that conversation too. So it's a good thing. I hope I hope it winds up. Amzil Ho said, I think she is mostly right. Well, definitely she's correct about the fact that Clarissa Shields doesn't have a lot of knockouts. And also she's very correct. I don't know about the not being able to fight backwards. I'd have to look for that. I didn't notice that. And that she talks a lot, she does, but she has to. Because she's got to sell herself and she's got to let people know what she is, what she thinks she is to get people to come watch her fight. She ain't fighting for free. And she's doing a great job of promoting herself in that regard. And my hat goes off to her. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what that video was about. Check out the videos we got coming up later today, though. We got gonna talk about the Terence Crawford Pacquiao thing, specifically Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, some more about Wilder Fury we didn't get on in this, and also Danny Garcia running his mouth off about Spence. I like Danny Garcia though. Any more info on Wilder rumors on Fury? Bogart Skrilla, much love in that super chat. Nothing more than what is already out in on the video that I did it's up on the channel. If you've not seen that, you can check that out. And then I know that Blue Blood's got videos on his, so you might want to check with him. You know, Fanon, hit Paulie with your wrench. Anyway, I would never do that, man. Never hit somebody like that. But look, make sure. Miss MZ Holt says she can be great, but she doesn't have the same foundation. He's talking about Clarissa Shields. She's got a really good amateur. She's got a good amateur pedigree. She seems like she's got a longer history in boxing than Clarissa Shields did when she turned professional. Because there weren't the Olympics and all that stuff for her to do. I don't know when she started fighting. I mean, as easy as she took to it, she might have, had more experience with it than people thought. Well, obviously her father being a boxer, so she would have been paying attention to the sport for a long time. So maybe that's why she took more easily to it. But Clarissa Shields has more like amateur experience than she does. Anyway, hopefully I wouldn't even mind seeing the fight. I would do a pay-per-view for that, and they both get paid. I'd be really happy to support that. None of Shields' opponents fought anybody. For Shields to talk so big, even say she killed somebody. Yeah, she doesn't really got knockout power, dude. So all that knocking people out shit, that is heavy on the side of Ali. Because Layla Ali has a load of knockouts. Like, she was putting chicks out. So now I think she was fighting girls that were smaller, but in a lot of cases, some cases not, but in some cases they were. But Clarissa Shields is a lot smaller than her. Anyway, it is what it is. You make sure y'all come back, check me out tomorrow. Make sure you go to KQKC Boxing, who's coming up right now over on his channel. And much appreciation, everybody. Yep, Bert from Artican. She definitely can crack. And with that, we're out. Check you out tomorrow. Thank you guys for your support. Peace.